back in 2010, 2011, and part of 2012, I was going through a rough time. I had just graduated college, graduated into the Great Recession, so there were no jobs anywhere. I had a political science degree, which was basically useless, and I went and I sold cars. And as I was a car salesman, I think I had this sense of like existential dread that overcame me of like, am I going to be stuck doing this forever? And I wasn't happy. If you asked me at the time, I probably would have lied and been like, yeah, I'm all right. But deep down, I wasn't happy. And then on top of that, in 2011, my father passed away from lung cancer. So it was a very, very tough time for me. And I would be lying if I didn't say that taking substances actually helped me get through it. And it eased a lot of the burden and a lot of the pain and a lot of existential dread to the point where I was, as I was selling cars, what I would do is I would have like a couple Percocet in the morning, and that would sort of get me through the day. And at night, I would, this one probably wasn't as smart because whenever you mix substances, that's when it gets really questionable. But at the end of the day, I'd have like a Four Loko or something, which is basically like crack cocaine in a can, really. So, but anyway, I tell that story because it would have been a lot harder to get through that time if I didn't have a substance that sort of gave me a sense of relief and made me feel happier. And what I found is that it actually made me better at my job, and it made me better at communicating with people, and it got me out of my own head, and it was a social lubricant, as you kind of alluded to before talking about alcohol. And I feel like that's a side of the equation that's just never discussed. Whenever people talk about these things, somebody would tell the story I just told, and it would end with like, oh, then I had to go to rehab, and I had all these troubles, and it made my life worse. No, I'm an example of I was able to keep everything under control. And if anything, the drug use helped me.
Thank you for